Hari Om. Thanks for joining in for this next Bhagavad Gita lesson. Let's start with our slow, deep breath. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Shanti. We're on episode number 122, entitled A Sailing Lesson. And we're on the 67th verse of the second chapter. I'll read it to you. When one lets the mind follow in the wake of the wandering senses, this thirsting carries away wisdom, just as the wind blows a rudderless ship off course. So in this analogy, Sri Krishna is saying that if the senses are the captain of the mind, and there's no adult steering the ship, and we're going to lose what he calls our prajna, our discrimination, our intelligence, our wisdom. We'll be at the mercy of any strong wind of desire, and God knows where our ship will end up. When we have an experienced captain with her steady hand on the rudder, our ship, even if it's blown off course, will quickly be able to find its right direction again to this higher destination. Becoming very clear about our destination, the destination of our life, brings a sense of freedom. When we have this clarity, then our discipline feels less like we're having to grit our teeth and more like we're just easily staying on course. It may lack some of the excitement of the freedom that comes when the senses are in charge. In the beginning, we could say that disciplined freedom may seem more confining and boring compared to enjoyment freedom. However, sailing with a rudderless ship is not the best use of our human birth. Unless and until something better comes along, the mind is going to be tossed about instinctively, unconsciously, involuntarily by the senses. Trying to beat down the natural urge for enjoyment is not a sustainable strategy. Spiritual progress is made through a steady striving to discover whether there's something better than what we normally consider to be pleasure. And that's what in Sanskrit is called abhyasa. And then also a mindful awareness of exactly how much and how long something is pleasurable. And then also taking note of how we feel after the pleasure. And that's what's called vairagya. For the homework assignment, honestly, self-realization may not have made it to the top of our to-do list. So it's likely that there will be winds that are going to blow us off course. When this happens, at least let us see if there's something we can learn from that. And just that learning approach will set us back in the right direction. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.